a new experiment in GTA 5. Today, we're really going to see right now just how far cars can drive through mud. But with each round, the levels get bigger and bigger and it gets harder and harder to get through them. Watch the video to the end and hit that like button so you don't miss new experiments.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you.
And a new experiment where we'll test how far cars can make it through real mud waves. Yes, that's right. Today, we're testing out how far different cars can go through actual deep waves of mud. We've got mud, we've got waves, and we've got cars too. Today we've got high-performance supercars, fast bikes, off-roaders from the future, as well as giant monster trucks and heavy armored vehicles. So make sure to watch until the end, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the bell so you don't miss the next awesome experiment. And today we're going to be testing out these really incredible and awesome mud waves. We're basically having mud baths today, I would say. Probably. Okay, I suggest we start with the smallest vehicle today. It's just a standard regular BMX bike, and to be honest, I don't know how well it'll make it through. But so far, it looks like we're not getting stuck at all. This is only the first level, and for now, the BMX is having a pretty tough time. But nevertheless, it's moving. Okay, I like this. By the way, our BMX can also jump, so if we ever don't have enough speed, we'll just take it and jump over everything. See, it's as simple as that. Watch, here we go, 1, 2, 3, and jump. Perfect. It's a pity, of course, that this BMX doesn't have any superpowers. There's a BMX that just takes off and flies into space. If you're subscribed, you've definitely seen that BMX on my channel. But this one is just a regular, the most ordinary one. Still, we're managing pretty well as it is. Alright, let's go, okay? This is already the 4th level. I feel like we won't get any further than this. I'm honestly surprised we've made it this far on a BMX. If we actually make it to the finish line, that would be really funny, but it's worth a try. Come on, come on. What? Look at that. How do you even explain this? We're literally riding at a 90-degree angle on a BMX. This is just unbelievable. What law of physics is this? Well, alright. Okay. Moonwalk. What? Seriously? I mean, I always knew that BMX was incredibly cool, but I honestly had no idea it was actually this cool, to be honest. We just went up to the 5th level backwards. Although, I think even some supercars wouldn't be able to get up there. And what kind of trick is this? Are we going to ride on our back? What? Oops. Yeah, now we're definitely not going anywhere. Well, that was cool. At the very least, it was really funny, but unfortunately, we didn't make it to the finish. Okay, let's keep going. Next up is a truly incredible bike straight out of the future. And get this, it can also jump and significantly higher than our previous car or our previous BMX. And it also has miniguns with machine guns, laser ones. Miniguns with machine guns, laser miniguns with machine guns. Well, anyway, you get the idea. I'm really tongue-tied today, seriously. Okay, fine, we're going to pick up maximum speed. And we need to get through as many levels as possible. And there are actually a lot of them here. If in a similar challenge where we test cars against the wavy bridge made of logs, here there are even more levels. And it's really hard to get through them. But today I've noticed that all sorts of different BMX bikes actually handle surprisingly well. Even though we only have 2 wheels to work with and they're not really meant for off-roading, they actually handle really well. Even though cars drift around a lot on the mud, these bikes just handle it absolutely perfectly. Look, apparently it's because they're so light. Seriously, if we actually make it to the finish line on these very first bikes, that would be truly incredible. In the next episodes, we'll need to test only 2-wheeled vehicles. Okay, let's go. Full acceleration. The most important thing is that we have enough speed now, even more than enough. The main thing is not to fly off like on the previous BMX. That would be really sad and so far away. We made it up and... Wait, no, that's not what I meant. I was just, joking. I think this bike deserves a second try. The second attempt. That was really sad to fly off like that right before the finish line. That's the last thing we need, 100%. We're going to pick up maximum speed. Honestly, I feel like this bike from the future will easily make it to the finish line, even with a super jump. I think I shouldn't have done that. I'm just going to fly down now. No, stop. Stop. No, I don't want to. Backwards. Okay, moonwalk. We already know we tested it today. Let's go. Seriously? So, we can easily get through on just about any kind of 2-wheeled bike. Just like that. With the moonwalk... Take a bite. Perfect. And turn around too, right? Well, yeah, of course, what's the big deal? It's only 90 degrees horizontally. So turn around, yeah, no big deal, it's fine. This is of course really tough, but this is the first car to make it to the finish, and honestly, I'm surprised. Really very surprised. No more words, just emotions. So let's go test the next cars. By the way, we have real supercars next in line. 2 lamps. This is Huracan, and on the right, this is the Lamborghini Rivalto, the newest, the most powerful, and the most expensive. Therefore, I suggest starting with a lamp that is slightly worse. Although the Huracan is no worse, the coolest Lambo. If you have a Lamba, it's like it's already cool. Alright? Most importantly, today we're going to see how well Lambos and other cars, supercars, SUVs, monster trucks can handle driving through mud. Because a car might look ordinary, cool, with a nice interior like this one, but at the same time, it might perform very, very poorly in the mud. And the point of our experiment today is to see how well a car can actually drive through mud. Because you can see it starts to skid, spin, and slide around. And basically, we're drifting as we go in. At any moment, we could just fly off the track. Because mud is uncontrollable. This is real off-roading. That's what it becomes. But who would go off-roading in a Lamborghini? I don't think anyone would. See, it just skids out, and I can't even control it. There's absolutely no way we can get past 4 levels in this Lambo. But I'm sure the Lamborghini Urus will handle it much better. Because just look at it. Seriously, it's stunning. Just look at how cool it looks from the back. It's incredible. Probably the most beautiful one out there, in my opinion. Really, really beautiful. Okay, let's go for maximum acceleration and see what it's capable of. The only problem is it's not an off-road vehicle. If it were the Urus, I think it would handle it easily. By the way, you can go down right now and write in the comments which cars we should test in the next video with this same experiment. Because today we have bikes, supercars, cars from the future, off-road vehicles, monster trucks, basically anything you can imagine. Even a Lamborghini. A giant Lamborghini on triangular wheels. Who could even come up with something like that? Of course me. So write in the comments which cars we should test next time. Maybe, for example, only supercars, or only SUVs, or a Lamborghini collection, or just a collection of BMWs, Mercedes, something like that. So write in the comments below. I'm really quite interested to read them, and maybe we'll even test your collection in the next video. And I'm going for maximum acceleration, and so far it's going pretty well, although right here the car is starting to lose grip a little. Okay, level 6. Just a little bit more, 2 levels, and we're at the finish line. Is it really going to make it? It seems so good that it'll reach the finish line. I really want this to happen. Seriously, it's just absolutely incredible, and I'm sure it's completely deserving of successfully passing this experiment. Come on, level 7, excellent. Guys, we're already on the home stretch. Let's go full acceleration, and all we need to do now is cross the finish line, the final stretch. That's all. We've only gone a little bit, but it already feels like a lot. I think it's just a drop in the ocean. We'll handle this experiment perfectly. And yes, we've reached the finish line. Perfect. The second car that handled this challenge flawlessly, even though it's a supercar and not an SUV. So we'll leave it here and go test the next cars, because over here something really awaits us. Some real monsters from the arena war. A true car for the zombie apocalypse. Just look at it, completely covered in spikes, saws and rams. It looks really, really cool. And most importantly, it can also... Jumping is definitely a big plus. Just look at how much it skids even on the first level. I don't think we'll make it past 3, which would be really disappointing, but at the very least, it's worth trying. Now, as for the supercar, that's definitely a big question mark for this experiment. Look at how it's skidding. No, easy, to the left, to the right. Oh, it's all bad, really bad. Even going downhill, it's skidding. You really have to keep up the minimum speed and try. Come on, stop. No, this is bad, guys. This is actually really, really bad. See, that's it. It doesn't even move anymore. Not at all, I think. No, go a little more to the left. It's stuck. Okay, maybe try reversing. It's not working. That's it. With that, our run with this car for the zombie apocalypse is over. Okay, stop. And what is this anyway? Who put this here? Okay, fine. I thought someone just parked a regular pickup here, but I don't think it's quite ordinary. What kind of engine is that from? Some kind of turbo plane. And it even has 6 wheels. Seriously, okay, I just noticed that, but it looks really intense. The car is incredibly fast. It actually has some kind of airplane engine inside of it. It's very fast and most importantly lightweight. I mean, just take a look at this. I can see the ground right through the trunk. Basically, it's just transparent, I'd say. At the same time, it's very light and most importantly, very fast. That's why we can reach maximum acceleration. The only problem is that this car can very quickly start to skid, so you have to be extremely careful. Let's do it perfectly, just a little bit more, and we'll be at the finish line. At least, that's what I'm hoping for. Or maybe not, we just got tossed like a bowling ball, just thrown out. I ended up chest deep in the mud. It's really slippery. That's the only problem for these cars. Alright, I suggest we wrap up with the supercars and move on to real off-road vehicles. By the way, this supercar looks really cool, almost like some kind of Formula 1 car from the future, I would say. It looks incredibly cool. I think a car like this could cost several $1,000,000. Seriously. Even cooler than Lamborghini, Bugatti, and so on. But honestly, I don't know what brand of car this is. It looks kind of like a Porsche but it doesn't look like a Porsche at all. If you know, write it in the comments. I'd really be interested to read it. But there are certain features that supercars have. One is a very low suspension, and super high power. That means one thing. We're going to skid, and I don't know if we'll make it through or not, but we're going to try really, really, really hard. Careful, easy does it. Problems, there we go, we're already starting to have problems, you see? Okay, easy, alright. Spin, turn, there's enough power. Look, it's just skidding, it's spinning its wheels. But okay, does it make it through or not? Come on, reverse, forward, please. We've got some problems. I think things are going badly. We're just sliding down and it's impossible to control. That's it, it's over. No, supercars definitely have a hard time with this challenge, 100%. Well, now we're moving on to real off-road vehicles. Although it looks like a supercar, it's actually a modified off-roader. Cool, okay, that counts. I think we can also consider this an off-roader because the suspension is higher and the tires are definitely off-road. So the car should handle this much better. That's why we're going to take a full run-up and let's try to overcome this challenge. By the way, this is actually a perfect idea, truly genius. Imagine combining a supercar and an off-roader. Because off-roaders are usually quite heavy and not particularly powerful, while supercars are incredibly fast. And if you combine it with an off-roader, then it's both fast and highly capable when driving off-road. That's exactly what we need. I hope this car makes it all the way to the finish line. At least it looks like it can make it. There's just a little bit left straight to the finish. I suggest we don't rush, otherwise this will happen. That is it, I am finished. It is going to flip me around every which way imaginable. The most important thing is to make sure I do not get thrown out of here. This is perfect, so let us get going right now. Maximum acceleration, there are only 2 levels left. The main thing is to have enough speed. But with this, of course, there are some questions. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Phew, okay. 6. We made it to this level. But level 7 is already in doubt because I'm starting to feel like the car just doesn't have enough speed. I really think right here we might just end up falling off. We have to be so careful. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 please. Just keep going. Come on, come on, come on. I can already see the top right there. It is so close. No, wait. We have got a massive problem. It just flipped everything completely over. I really think that is going to be the end of our run for today. Yeah, there was absolutely no way to save it at that point, and we didn't make it through just one more level. By the way, we still have one more car left from the supercars. It looks pretty cool, and most importantly, it's futuristic. Did you see how the door opens? That's insane, and this is a car from the future. The only problem is, I don't know. In the future, they've learned to make supercars that can drive perfectly through mud. Let's check it out, okay? We take maximum acceleration and go. All we need to do is not rush and control our speed. And most importantly, watch out for skidding. If we do that, we'll make it to the finish line perfectly. So far, it's going pretty well. And we've got the 4th level in the bag. Awesome! We turn perfectly and land. I came up with an idea. To get more speed, you need to use this kind of swinging motion. Got it? So we climb up. Oh, that's it. The car starts drifting already on the 5th level. That's definitely a bad sign. Alright then. Let's do this together. Maximum acceleration. Carefully, just like that, with a swing. Whoa. And here we pick up speed right at the bottom. Come on, please, just a little bit more. Come on, come on, come on. I think we've got a problem. I think we've got problems with the back and the front. No, come on, come on. That's it, it's over, guys. That's 100% the end. Even cars from the future can't handle this challenge. And we're just getting thrown out. Well, it's good that luckily we have real off-road vehicles. And this looks really cool. There are even G-Wagons. But okay, with the G-Wagon, we'll definitely get to that later. First, here's this little bug. A little bug, but off-road too. First of all, it should be really fast because it's super tiny. I think it should get through everything really easily. Given its size and speed, and the suspension works just perfectly. Look at the front wheels, how they fold in. Well, yeah. If we don't flip over, of course, okay. We're going in, there's enough speed. You can feel it right away. An off-road car, and it goes through everything just perfectly, no problem at all. We slow down carefully, then speed up. And we'll be right at the finish line in literally just about 20 seconds. No, wait, stop right there. Or maybe we actually won't be. I don't know what to say in this situation. Okay, stop. Who put this here? This off-roader, what even is this? This doesn't look like an off-roader. This is more like some kind of pizza delivery or something, isn't it? Well, okay, if this car actually makes it to the finish line, I'm gonna laugh very loudly and for a very long time. Just remember this. But honestly, I don't think it has a chance. At best, it might make it to level 3 because it's completely uncontrollable and it's not even an off-roader. Wait a second, what is this? Some strange kind of minivan. It's kind of hilarious, almost cartoonish, though it really does look pretty cool. Alright, let's get this thing going absolutely perfectly. No, it's not perfect anymore, not perfect at all. We are just flying straight down. Seriously, that's it. Alright, let's just all pretend that it never even existed in the first place, because we actually have a lot of really cool cars from the future. Why should we be testing some delivery vehicle? Pizza delivery, right? Right? I don't get it either. I feel like the G-Wagon will definitely make it to the finish line. Let's go test it. With this one, there won't even be any problems at all. Well, except for the fact that it's way too huge and long. I hope it doesn't get stuck in the mud. After all, it's a G-Wagon, especially being a pickup. These G-Wagons are super expensive. I've seen that there are only a couple of them out there. There are only a few 6-wheeled G-Wagons in the world, with a trunk like this. And they're super expensive, something like $1 million each. These are some unbelievable prices. But for that kind of money, the G-Wagon should make it to the finish line perfectly, right? I actually believe that is absolutely correct. No. Even such a price for a G-Wagon doesn't help it reach the finish line. Honestly, I'm trying. I'm not just taking off and flying away. It just happens by itself. But how is that possible? Well, alright. We still didn't make it to the finish line. Well, okay, we still have a couple of cars left. I suggest we start with the coolest monster truck. It looks serious, really cool. It's all fiery, painted up, or maybe it's graffiti. I can't really tell what it is. Well, anyway, the most important thing is that the car... Oh wow, its suspension is so soft, guys. I'm sure this is one of the cars that will make it to the finish line today. So let's accelerate perfectly. Let's try 2 tactics here. With the previous cars, I rushed a bit and went for maximum speed. Yeah. Here, we're going to use the snail tactic. This is the real snail tactic. We just accelerate very carefully, not rushing anywhere, and try to make it all the way to the finish line. There, that's perfect. Now, carefully braking. Seriously, we won't even go over 100 kilometers per hour. Just drive. We'll just control everything carefully and... I really hope we make it to the finish. Because we only have 2 more levels left, and that sounds incredibly close to the end. Especially considering that this car actually has a really awesome and smooth suspension. Come on, just a little more perfectly. There, look, perfect. The snail tactic really works. Looks like in the next episode. In this experiment, we need to drive just like a snail. Well, I think this experiment will drag on for about 2 hours. Well, if you want a 2-hour experiment, give it a like. I think it would actually be really cool to test it out. So cars with the snail tactic, that would definitely be really cool. But it's level 7, and we're on the home stretch. The most important thing now is not to mess up and not to fly off right at the end. That would be the saddest thing. We've gone through so much just to fall at the end. No thanks, I don't want that. Let's go full speed, and I think it's going to be super easy. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. The third car that handles this challenge perfectly is already at the finish line. So, 1 bike, 1 supercar, and 1 monster truck. That actually looks really impressive. By the way, we actually have another armored vehicle. And not just any armored vehicle, but a real armored vehicle from the future. Just look at that! Whoa, why is it so fast? What is that? It's... incredible. And what if I... Well, just saying, by the way. If I go full speed and try to pass all the challenges at once, will it work? Let's see. It can even jump, guys. It can even jump. How on earth is that even possible? Seriously, we can just go and fly straight to the finish line without any problems at all. This car is honestly so overpowered. I wouldn't be surprised if it could swim and even fly. Seriously. That was the easiest run ever. If only all the cars could go through like that, it would be perfect, of course. But now we have the biggest Lambo left, and not just any Lambo, but one with triangular wheels. I've never tested anything like this before. It really does look very unusual. It even bounces because... triangular wheels. But how will these triangular wheels handle the difficult mud challenge? That's definitely a big question. Honestly, I really feel like our Lambo won't be able to make it through at all. Because it's honestly way too small. Or rather, way too big. And the waves are too small. We're just going to tip over on one of these waves. And that's it. Although I truly believe, I believe in the Lamborghini. And I hope we can successfully make it to the finish line. Please, drive carefully. Oh, listen, it is actually handling it really quite well now. The only problem is that with each time, the waves are getting bigger and bigger. And right here, I think we're going to start having real problems. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. That's it. Look, see, the back of the car is getting tossed up and I don't think it's gonna make it. Yeah, it's just skidding out and we're flying down. Unfortunately, the Lambo couldn't handle this challenge on triangular wheels. But most importantly, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget the bell so you don't miss out on new awesome experiments just like this one. Well, as always, it was me, your favorite penguin, and we'll see each other again. Bye bye.